If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. The NBA world has been rocked. And not by a trade rumor, not by a sudden injury, and not even by a blockbuster deal involving some distant team. No, this is something bigger. Something nobody saw coming. Steph Curry, the face of the Golden State Warriors, the man who has redefined basketball for an entire generation, has just made a move so shocking, so absolutely unthinkable, that even his biggest critics are sitting there in stunned silence. You think you've seen surprises before? You think you've heard about career-altering decisions in sports? Nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to what Steph Curry has just pulled off. This is the kind of story that doesn't just get whispered about, it explodes, it dominates headlines, and it rewrites the future of the league in real time. To understand why this is such an earthquake in the NBA landscape, we need to rewind. Picture the last decade of basketball. The rise of the Warriors dynasty. The three-point revolution. The way Curry made kids in every corner of the globe dream about shooting from 30 feet instead of dunking. He wasn't just a player, he was a movement. His name was synonymous with loyalty, with the Bay Area, with building something historic and refusing to walk away from it. So when whispers started circulating this week that Curry might be on the verge of a decision that could change his entire legacy, most people dismissed it. Steph would never, they said. This is just clickbait. Oh, how wrong they were. Because behind closed doors, something was brewing. And not just any something, this was the culmination of months of frustration, hidden conversations, and strategic thinking that nobody in the public had a clue about. It turns out that Curry had been quietly watching the league shift around him. He'd seen the rise of new superteams, the flood of trade requests, the big market power moves. And while the Warriors front office kept insisting that they could reload for one last run, Steph had his doubts. Not because he stopped believing in his teammates, but because he started realizing the clock was ticking faster than ever. Sources close to the situation say this moment began brewing when the Warriors crashed out of the playoffs earlier than expected last season. Curry, still playing at an elite level, looked around and saw a roster that was aging in some places, unproven in others, and dangerously close to wasting the final prime years of his career. This wasn't about money. It wasn't about ego. It was about legacy. About the fact that in just a few short years, the chance to compete for another championship might be gone forever. And so the plan was born. A plan so bold, so out of character for the man we've come to know, that it's almost impossible to wrap your head around it. Steph Curry wasn't just going to wait for the Warriors to get their act together, he was going to take matters into his own hands. Now, here's where it gets crazy. According to multiple insiders, Curry initiated a series of private meetings not with other Warriors players, but with key NBA figures outside the team. These weren't casual chats. These were high-level, strategic talks about building something completely new, something that would shake the very core of the NBA's balance of power. And while the details of exactly what was discussed are still under wraps, the end result is now clear. Steph Curry has decided to align himself in a way nobody could have predicted. He's taking control of his future in a way we've never seen from him before. Fans woke up this morning to the news, and social media exploded. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, every platform was flooded with reactions. Shock, anger, excitement, confusion. Why would he do this? Some fans screamed. This is the smartest move of his career, others replied. NBA analysts scrambled to make sense of it. Is this about chasing one more ring? Is it about sending a message to the Warriors front office? Or is it something even bigger, an attempt to reshape his image, to prove that he's not just a product of a perfect system, but a force who can dominate in any situation? And here's where the story gets even more intense. This isn't just an off-season curiosity. The ripple effects of this move are immediate. Rival teams are already rethinking their strategies. Agents are calling their clients, asking if they want in on what's about to happen. Executives are making late-night calls, trying to understand if they're about to be on the winning side of history or left in the dust. But here's the thing, Steph Curry is playing this perfectly. He hasn't gone on some dramatic media tour. He hasn't sat down for a tell-all interview. He's letting the speculation build, letting the pressure rise, letting everyone else try to figure out what he's thinking while he stays calm, measured, and in control. That's the part that's making people lose their minds. It's not just what he's doing, it's how he's doing it. Quietly, strategically, and without giving anyone the satisfaction of knowing the full picture. You have to understand, for years, Curry was seen as the loyal superstar, the guy who would never shake the system, never challenge the structure around him. But this is different. This is him saying, I've given you everything. Now I'm going to make sure I'm in the best possible position to win. It's not betrayal, it's business. And in today's NBA, business moves faster than loyalty. Of course, Warriors fans are divided. Some feel betrayed, like the foundation of their team's identity is crumbling. Others are proud, saying Steph has earned the right to do whatever it takes to chase greatness. But no matter which side you're on, you can't deny this, the NBA just became a lot more unpredictable. Because if Steph Curry can make a move like this, if the player most people thought would retire a Warrior is willing to break the mold, then nobody is safe. No team can assume their star will stay. No front office can rest easy. This is a signal to every player in the league: take control, take risks, and don't be afraid to shock the world. And here's a little nugget to think about. People close to Curry say this move isn't the endgame, it's just the beginning. He's reportedly got his eyes on more than just a championship. There's talk of him building a super team, recruiting in ways we've never seen before, even leveraging his influence to shape the league's future beyond his playing days. This isn't just a career decision, it's a power move. If that's true, then we're about to witness something we've never seen in NBA history. Not LeBron's decision. Not KD's move to Golden State. Something entirely new. A blueprint for how the modern superstar can take complete control of their destiny and force the league to adapt. And as for the Warriors? Well, they've got a decision to make. Do they fight to keep him, offering whatever it takes to convince him this is still the place to win? Or do they step back, let him go, and start planning for life after Curry? Both paths are filled with risk. Both will define the next decade of basketball in the Bay. The countdown has already started. Every hour that passes without an official statement only fuels the speculation. Every cryptic social media post from Curry adds another layer to the mystery. Every time a reporter accidentally spots him meeting with someone from another organization, the internet loses its mind all over again. This is more than a story, it's a moment. A turning point. The kind of thing fans will remember exactly where they were when they heard about it. The kind of move that will have analysts debating for years. The kind of shockwave that reminds us why we love sports in the first place, because no matter how much you think you know, no matter how many stats you memorize or predictions you make, there's always a chance for the impossible to happen. And Steph Curry just made the impossible happen. So buckle up. Because if this is what he's willing to do now, just imagine what's coming next.